Muhammadu Buhari has approved with effect from 14th of September the appointment of Yusuf Bichi as the new Director General of the Department of State Service. Taking a side view on his educational background, he attended Dabata Secondary School, the Kano State College of Advanced Studies, and Ahmadu Bello University Zaria, where he acquired a degree in political science. A background check was also done in his work experience with the Security Division in the Security Division of Cabinet Office in Kano, from where he joined the Defense Nigerian Security Organization. The professor on the present DSS, Bauchi has undergone several training in Intelligent Processing Analysis Agency, handling recruitment and intelligence processing in the UK, as well as strategic training at the National Defense College. In the course of his career, Bichi, as a State Director of Security in Jigawa, Niger, Abia, Sokoto, he also served as Director of State Service Academy. From Abuja, also let me report them.
The federal government has set up a ministerial committee to look into the circumstances surrounding the recent earth tremor in some parts of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Briefing State House correspondent after the weekly Federal Executive Council meeting in Abuja, Minister of the Federal Capital Territory Mohammed Musa Bello, while assuring Abuja residents of their safety, said members of the committee cut across different ministries with expertise on the issue.
There were talks about tremors, earthquakes, and movements of the rock structures and so on. So we discussed at the Federal Executive Council today, and I briefed members of council on actually what happened and also the way forward. Yes, last week there were some movements that scientists call tremors, but they were very mild, very minor, also without any damage, as a matter of fact, to property or lives. And preliminary indications showed that there were mild tremors within the Abuja area, especially in the Pape area, which extended to some parts of Gwarimpa and other parts of the city. But preliminary investigations, report from the relevant government agencies indicates that really it was very mild and very short-lived, and should be no cause for concern to residents. And I wish to assure residents that what has occurred based on preliminary information is some minor tremor, but we have agreed at council that there is a need to study the matter deeply to be able to understand what were the causes and also what we need to do. But generally, the experts have informed us that Abuja area does not fall into a geological area that one will say would be affected by tremors of high magnitude that might even lead to earthquakes. And also from our discussions, we have realized that there is tremendous amount of local capacity in various government agencies where we have experts who would be able to study this. And accordingly, Council has decided to set up a small ministerial committee with membership from the Ministry of Science and Technology, because one or two of their agencies have expertise with respect to this kind of phenomena, and then the Ministry of Works and Housing, then the Ministry of Solid Mines and Solid Mineral Development.
Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami also briefed the press of the submission of the Electoral Reform Committee set up by President Muhammadu Buhari, headed by former Senate President Ken Nnamani.
Mr. President had put in place an Electoral Reform Committee under the chairmanship of the former Senate President Ken Nnamani, and the committee eventually submitted its report to the Office of the Attorney General. Arising from the report as presented the Office of the Attorney General presented a council memo some times back, which was looked into at the council and eventually stepped down to allow for wider executive consultations, and a committee was eventually formed to look into not only the report, but the council memo that was then presented by the Attorney General. That committee, the executive committee that was put in place, was headed by the Vice President as the chairman. The chairman, INEC, was a member. The Secretary to the Government of the Federation and the Attorney General were equally members to the committee. Now, the committee developed its report, and a council memo was again re-presented before the council for consideration. The whole idea is to keep to the undertaking and commitment of President Muhammadu Buhari as it relates to enhancing the electoral process for greater successes, for greater strengths arising from the fact that Mr. President is indeed committed to the enhancement of the electoral process. So the desire was to entrench accountability in the conduct of elections and political parties' affairs, and to ensure speedy resolution of free election matters and election disputes, and indeed impose steeper penalties for electoral offenders.
This week's Federal Executive Council meeting was presided over by President Muhammadu Buhari. From Abuja, I am Festus Ejiroge Nefifen for Ben Television. President Muhammadu Buhari has submitted his expression of interest and nomination form for re-election into the office of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria under the All Progressive Congress, APC. Speaking immediately after he submitted the form at the party secretariat in Abuja, President Buhari called on party faithfuls to work and strategize hard to win the 2019 general elections, as he used the medium to promise Nigerians of his commitment to develop the country.
And colleagues, to put my name forward to my party, the All Progressive Congress, seeking nomination to contest the presidential elections next year, 2019. Fellow party members, I am taking this step with all humility, sense of responsibility, and an unquestionable desire to serve and protect the interests of all Nigerians. I am very grateful to those dozens of organizations who have joined together and contributed funds to purchase these forms. I assure them and the rest of Nigerians that if nominated and if elected, I shall continue to serve you to the best of my ability. Let me today appeal to party members not to be complacent, but to prepare, strategize, and win 2019 election. We must not allow those who brought the country to its knees from 1999 to 2015 to come and take us back. Long live APC. Long live Federal Republic of Nigeria. I thank you all.
On his part, the national chairman of the All Progressive Congress, Comrade Adam Oshomole, said the party is well positioned to deliver President Buhari to continue his development strides until 2023.
We now have, as of last week, when they started the printing of the membership register, we had about 2 weeks ago, about 50.6 million registered APC members across the country. And The system has been designed in such a way that from the comfort of any member's sitting room, or if I might say, Mr. President's living room, you can cross-check your membership and even membership of anyone that you want to verify without any effort. People, which I'm very proud to be able to say, that although our party is about 5 years old, somehow we haven't completed the process of issuing former membership cards that cannot easily be forged or duplicated or printed by a roadside printer. We are very proud of this accomplishment because it fits into our mantra, change. We are sustaining the change, we are digitalizing the change, we are deepening the change, as evidenced by the fact that we now have a data membership register. So it's my honor to present first this card to you, which shows Your Excellency's names, first name, surname, local government area, state, even ward, date of birth, and the validity of the card, not of your membership, sir. The validity of the card is 31st December 2023. The whole idea is that we believe by 2023, technology may have even improved further, that we can even improve on the quality of the card. So it's my honor to be the first chairman to present to Your Excellency with authentic membership card of our great party.
With the president submitting his forms and the deadline set by the All Progressive Congress passed, President Muhammadu Buhari has emerged as the sole candidate of the All Progressive Congress (APC) in the forthcoming general elections. The president was accompanied by some state governors, party chairmen, and party faithfuls. From Abuja, I am Festus Ejiroge Nefifen for Ben Television.
As part of preparations to elect candidates that will contest for political positions in the country come 2019 general election, a stepson to late Chief MKO Abiola GCFR, Engineer Olufemi James, has submitted his nomination form where he indicated interest to run for the seat of House of Representatives in the Federal Capital Territory. Engineer James, who submitted the nomination form at the national headquarters of the All Progressive Congress in Abuja, said he is in the race to deliver good governance to the people of Ahmad Buhari Federal Constituency.
Well, I mean, stepping into the Nigerian politics, I believe, is a starting stone, if you like. There's no point jumping the guns. We start from somewhere, and then we know where we're heading to. Manifesto to my people: enable environment. Give the basics. Hospital, revamp them. Roads, schools, just give the basic amenities that people are seeking for, welfare, and make life easy in FCT.
When asked his chances of winning the elections, knowing fully well that more than 10 persons has indicated interest to pick the party's ticket to represent the constituency, he said,
well, I mean, I believe in competition. I mean, at the end of the day, it's what you've got to offer, the value. I believe I have what it takes with my exposure, qualification, my qualities. So, I mean, I like to compete, and I believe there's a winner, and the winner is right here. That's me.
It would be recalled that President Muhammadu Buhari had not too long passed into law a bill seeking to reduce the age of persons willing to run any political positions in the country. This, he said, will encourage more youth like him to come on board.
I would like to see more people like myself running for office in Nigeria. There are so many youths in this country. I mean, I can say categorically 60% of the population are youths. Most of these guys are actually professionals in their field, and they've got so much to offer this country and to move this country forward. So I think it's a welcome development that we've got the not too young to run, And you know, let's just have more people, let's support each other and get there. Because we truly are the leaders of tomorrow. You know, so let's start from now.
Some of his supporters have this to say about him.
I've known him for about 3 years now. I think he will be a good representation for our country. He's young, he's energetic, he's ready to do the job. He cares about the people, he wants to contribute to his country. So I think this is the chance for him to do that.
Yeah, it's a nice one. He's a very nice guy. So we believe in him. Yeah, to empower people, bring schools, good roads, water, hospitals.
In Abuja, LM Chukwamaka reports.
Nigeria Industry, Trade and Investment Minister Okechukwu Enelama has refuted the claims that he mismanaged the $35 million World Bank Growth and Empowerment GEM project designed to boost job creation in the country. It will be recalled that the House of Representatives had accused the minister of siphoning soft loans meant for the project into illegal small and medium enterprise fund, among other accusations, and urged the World Bank and federal government to stop further funding for the project while investigation is carried out to determine the allegations. Reacting to the allegation at a press conference in Abuja, the minister said the program was administered according to best practice and conformed with condition of the World Bank for operating GEM. Enelama, who distanced himself from any wrongdoing in the handling of the project, said the project is currently being fine-tuned by the World Bank to accommodate more Nigerians.
Called the GEM project. This is basically a World Bank food facility to help SMEs. And that program, is one that has been going on for over 5 years now. We had to restructure it in 2016 when we came in, because basically then it had gotten off to a very slow start. So the World Bank were very worried, and also the beneficiaries weren't getting funding. So far, we reached over 89,000 small and medium enterprises that are registered under something called the Big Portal, which is the technology portal that, through which the SMEs interact with this program to get the benefits. More specifically, we have 900 Nigerian micro, small and medium enterprises that have gotten some kind of funding, either a grant or something else. That's close to 1,000. We also have over 40 local consulting firms that have been trained by this program to deliver capacity building. As you know, training and capacity building is one of the most important things that we need as a country to help our people get out of unemployment. We have over 750 Nigerian micro, small and medium enterprises that have benefited from the services of the trained business development service providers. In other words, these people that have been trained trained over 750 micro, small and medium enterprises. And then finally, we have over 21,000 Nigerian micro, small and medium enterprises that have received technical assistance in one form or the other by way of training through institutions like the Lagos Business School, the Enterprise Development Center of the Lagos EDC of the Lagos Business School, and other institutions like that. The project, as a GEM project, the government employment project, has also supported the film industry, the entertainment industry, by supporting 2 online music distribution companies, and it has also helped to improve the income and content for the music industry by supporting a project that over 200 SMEs have benefited from, and 400 graduates have been trained on video and sound editing. And and like I said, we'll give you all this information. We have trained over 600 Nigerians in artisan skills for the construction sector, and so on and so forth. And then finally, I understand over 26,000 jobs have been created in 5 sectors of focus for the GEM project.
The minister, who was also part of the Nigerian delegation led by President Muhammadu Buhari to China, disclosed that the country has secured a $2 billion support fund for the expansion of cotton and textile industries. Enelama further said a $500 million facility was also secured to revive the automotive industry.
I do agree that the policy in general, so far, we have not achieved the intention, not achieved the results. And the reason is that for an auto policy to work, there has to be alignment between all the elements of the policy. So I'll give you an example. You need people who will come and produce the cars here, or at least add value here. You need financing for those that want to buy the cars. You need to make sure that people are not dumping old cars here in a way that makes it possible for the new cars to be competitive, because every market where they sell new cars, they make it affordable, but they also discourage sort of like whatever would act as a product block in a way that undermines the people who are trying to sell new cars. And all that, you have to orchestrate all that. So that's what we've been working on. And the reason you're hearing about the MOU with Volkswagen and all the other things you may have heard is because that work is beginning to bear fruit. China was part of a wider engagement of Africa, but it really gave Nigeria a pride of place. And while we're in China, we signed the ones that I know that were signed with government and involvement or attention, 13 memorandums of understanding, MOUs as we call it, valued at over $5 billion. I already mentioned one of them between the Brui, one of the leading textile companies in China, and the federal government of Nigeria. And that MOU was signed actually by the Ministry of Trade and Investment, with this Brui group for a $2 billion investment in the cotton value chain. And it will be a very ambitious program to make sure that we start growing our cotton again. I'm also happy to report that the chairman of the group met with our president in China and had a very, very successful meeting. And I think you'll be hearing from them very soon, because they're now finalizing their plans to come to Nigeria.
Awesome Raffle, Ben Television.